What is today, Kashi? 4th November?
Yes.
See? Done?
Yes. Okay.
Look at Kashi's wallpaper. Look at him. Look at the boy. Okay. 4th November 2024. It is roughly around 20 days from Stunt Warfare. I had promised myself I'm gonna pick up a bike. And I have come to check a bike, and this is how you check a bike. We have started ripping it to pieces. We have a few more things to go. The bike looks fine. Hopefully I'm able to bag it.
One eternity later.
Where did the crash go now?
My handwriting is pretty bad, I'm so sorry. 4th December, I had a look at the bike. 15th, I'm taking it home. Let's go, baby. I haven't told at my house still that I bought another bike. And the funny thing is, I just got the bike in the parking. I bought it and I parked it here in front of the car. And I call my sister and I tell कि मम्मी पापा को नीचे लेके आओ, कुछ दिखाना है. एंड मैं एक और सिस्टर फ्रॉम द बैकग्राउंड शी टेल्स निहाल भैया ने एक और गाड़ी लिया क्या. तो माई फैमिली दे आर सो श्योर कि मैं कुछ भी लूँगा तो इट्स आइदर गोना बी अ मोटरसाइकिल और इट्स गोना बी समथिंग रिलेटेड टू बाइक्स. द कॉन्फिडेंस शी वाज लाइक निहाल भैया ने एक और गाड़ी लिया क्या. Crazy. And here he is finally. It's gonna be a he. I'm done with female names. So the first fix of the bike after it came home, this thing was deep inside the tire. I put a puncture. There's a lot of work obviously in the vehicle, but little by little it's gonna get sorted. It is the 18th of December. I picked up Zoro on the 15th of December, which was a Sunday evening. And Sunday evening I was on practice. मैं लूफी पे practice पे गया था. And as every practice, I did have a few crashes on Luffy. And there were a few damages as well. तो वो damages ठीक करने के लिए थोड़ा बहुत time लगा. And Monday, Tuesday 2 दिन निकल गया. But today is the 18th of December and I am starting to work on Zoro today. And Zoro पे there's a lot of things which have to be fixed before I start making it into a stunt bike, because it is obviously a old bike. Zoro is a 2013 Pulsar 220, single hand owned, and it is in really shitty condition. It's a 11-year-old bike. Obviously what else can you expect from it, but this is the Pulsar 220 is one of the best available templates, or you know, a canvas. It's a blank canvas that you can paint on, and I can convert it into a stunt bike. And I have always been in love with 220s, so it was the fastest Indian at one point, and it is the best Indian stunt bike, or the best Indian bike to turn into a stunt bike. Nonetheless, so we have a lot of work, but the primary thing which is concerning me is like I have no rear brake at all, and the rear suspension is short, both the ends, the front fork seals are short. There is a lot of things which have to be done on the bike, but abhi ke liye I'm gonna start with all of the things which are basic or which are primary for me to at least use the vehicle. So we are going to start with the brakes today, and uske baad jaise I carry on, I'm going to keep telling you what the issues are with the bike. Once I'm completely done with the bike, then we are going to start turning it into a stunt bike. So let's get started. I opened the brake reservoir, and right now there is no brake fluid. This could be one of the reasons why the brake has failed, or there must be a leak somewhere. But let's add some brake fluid and check the brakes once, and then I can decide if the master cylinder is actually short or not. Before I start putting brake fluid in the bike, I need to change the footrest. So I picked up a new one. That one is dead. So I'm gonna crack open the bleeder nut or the bleeder screw I'm gonna connect this pipe so that when I'm bleeding the brake fluid goes inside and doesn't fall down. So then I'll have to top up the brake fluid in the reservoir under the seat there, pump the fluid so that it goes. Hopefully it's just no brake fluid and the master cylinder is fine. If not, there goes another $1,000. I tried bleeding it and the brake fluid does not pass through the master cylinder, so I'm a little bit worried now. So I think this is gone, but I'm gonna give it one last try. I'm gonna reverse bleed it, so I'm gonna fill the brake fluid in this and I'm gonna pump it through the cylinder so that it goes all the way and it fills up in the reservoir. Agar if it does, that means the master cylinder is fine, and if this does not work, I'm getting a new master cylinder.
A few moments later.
The bleeding did not work, the reverse bleeding did not work, and I removed both the brake pads and I tried to push the caliper piston inside, but the piston is stuck as well. So I'm a little bit worried now. The issue might also be with the caliper, so I'll probably have to open the caliper next. The work just keeps going on and on and on, but we are not gonna give up. We got this. Let's go.
A few moments later.
Got the caliper out. The issue is not with the caliper's piston, but it is with the brake master cylinder. So I picked up a brand new master cylinder and I just have to swap it in. But to swap it in, there is lots of hassle. I would have to open all of this, but I did not have the patience, so I've just removed it, somehow struggling. And let's put this back and I will give you guys an update of what and all I've accomplished today, because I took almost half a day and I've not gotten a lot of major stuff completed. So let's get this done. It's already 6:37 in the evening, so it's gonna get dark and the video is gonna get crappy. So let's sort it out. The entire brake setup is done. I just have to add brake fluid and bleed it out. Hopefully this time everything is sorted and I won't have any issues. Let's give it a shot. And once I pump the brake pedal, if this gives me bubbles, that means we are set. Let's go. Hoping. There we go. Hi. Let's go, boy, let's go. Okay, that's happening. I'm gonna bleed the brakes and then I'm gonna show the final result, because brake bleeding is a boring procedure and I don't wish it upon my worst enemies.
The next day.
So the fairing was broken. I got the fairing fixed. The internal fairing was broken here. I got that fixed. All of this is jugaad work, but anyhow, Zorro is a stunt bike, so it doesn't matter much. Then the stand was coming up and hitting all the way to the chain, so I'm getting a stopper made. I think that should be sufficient enough. Let's see, once it is done, I'm gonna close the stand and then we're gonna have a look. And perfect, that is the right size for the stand to be. And the work here is done. Let's head back home. I've picked up a new footrest as well for the left hand side because yesterday I changed the RH and today I received the LH. कल नहीं था stock में. Finally, I got the right side footrest brand new. Then I have a brand new footrest on my left side as well. This looks so neat, man. Zorro is gonna be one of the best stunt builds of our country, and I can assure you of that. After all, it is me who's doing the work. My bikes are always next to perfect. If not perfect, they're next to perfect, and that is gonna be the case with Zorro as well, inshallah. So, I got the fairings out. This side ka lock is टूटा हुआ. That was, to be honest, the main reason why I got an entire lock set, and because I only got one key with the bike, and the new one will come with two, so it's better to always have two keys. So I need to put in new locks on both the fairings. I need to put a new lock on the petrol tap, no, the petrol cap, and I need to put a new lock set here as well. So let's get started again. So I'm finally done changing the lock sets, but I was not able to change this because इसमें एक जुगाड़ या फिर एक problem हो गया that I can't even explain to you. It is too complicated. But still, look at this, man. Listen to the click. Hi. One down. Beautiful. Okay. Next, Ajay, come out. Okay, now. Rock solid. Let's jump to the other side. And by the way, boys and girls, it is 10 PM in the night and I am working overtime. Did it fit? Yes, it did. क्या टाइम बजा हुआ है शंकर? हाँ, 10:20. क्या टाइम को लाइट बंद करना है बिल्डिंग का? 10 मिनट है. क्या बोलते हो, काम कर लूँ? थोड़ा टाइम लाइट ऑन रखोगे? तो शंकर इज आवर बिल्डिंग न्यू सिक्योरिटी and he says that he's gonna hold the lights for me, and I'm gonna do the most jugadu work ever, which I've never done before, but I wanna give this a shot. I'm gonna not remove the wheel, but I'm gonna change the rotor just like that. I'm gonna push the brake pads back and I'm gonna just remove half of the axle and I'm gonna pull it out. And this is a little bit of a sketchy job, but I think it should do it. Let's give it a shot. And we are finally done with the things that I got for Zoro today. This was the first in my life that I ever done something like this. I didn't remove the wheel, but I did mount the brake rotor, and it wasn't possible without Imran Bhaiya. He is hamare neighbor. He's like older brother to me. He helped a lot. It is around 11 in the night, but he still held back. Thank you so much, Imran Bhaiya. Shukriya.
Pleasure is entirely mine, my friend.
Anyways, I'm exhausted. I'm excited like crazy. I had not attempted anything like this before, so it was a different experience. I always thought that things can be achieved with a little bit of persuasion, and today it did. And I think this will be the end for the first video. I think thoda bahut lamba jayega ye video because of so many things that I covered in it. And one last thing. The build is gonna take a while because there are a lot of repairs in the vehicle which are not yet up to my standards. So I'm gonna start the stunt setup only after all the repairs are done. So please bear with me for a little more while, because this build is gonna be turning out to be one of the best stunt builds of our country. And as usual, you guys have seen my vehicles all the time, so you can expect the best. See you in the next one. Till then, take care, ride safe. Bye bye folks. Allah Hafiz.